man. What is the best thing to do, man? Let's fucking go, man. I just came back from a night out with some friends. It's like what 150 here, and I was like, Who's gonna work for these bags? If we're not gonna work for these bags, who's gonna work for them? TZ, Rimmon in the building, Patriot in the building. What is going on, brothers? Hope you are all doing fantastically well. Had a lovely day. Went out, and all I could think about was, how the hell are we going to pump these bags, man? That's why I love Crypto Galaxy, man. Say what you will, but Galaxy is saying $10 Casper. That's my man right there, man. That's my man right there. And I had a great weekend, but you know what's even better, guys? Yeah, when you're this close to greatness, these ledgers, these tangents become even more important, guys. Don't listen to what anyone is saying out there. I'm telling you, you'll all be Dubai residents. You know, no more Pilau residency, guys. No more effing Pilau. Let's effing go. Let's pump our bags. I'm going to welcome each and every single one of you to Dubai in 2025, 2026, because I think we deserve it, man. After such a long, sluggish, emotional, hard struggles, you know, this is the kind of time when you don't tell your better half, you know, what's happening with the money. This is a period back in the give you guys a bit of a history lesson. I want to tell you something called the Phony War. All right, and the Phony War, right, is an interesting part of. Let me show you what the Phony War is, guys. This is what's happening with our portfolios right now, and this is a period in World War One, at the invention of trenches, before the trenches, where two armies came together and they sat in front of each other. And that's what's happening between us and our portfolios right now, guys. And if anyone's feeling bearish, if anyone is feeling bearish, they don't belong here. So first of all, before I go on my Phony War analogy, because guys, we're not just a crypto channel here, man. Sometimes we need to talk about life. But before I talk about the analogy between the Phony War, a period of anticipation before the First World War, I want to say greetings to every single one of you, my brothers. Yeah, I just unmuted myself. Thank you, bro. Patriot in the building. Marzouk, how are you, brother? Great to have you. Welcome to the DXB family. And TC said the GOAT. Yo, Mr. West in the building. Mr. West. Thank you, Mr. West. My brother Gareth in the building. Top G in the building, man, in the making. Absolutely, man. Love those kind of names, bro. K said Sui to 1000x. You know what? Sui's going to make his money, man. Yo, what's good, bro? Hope you're well. Yeah. Dog go to the moon, bro. I think it does multiple billions. I really do, bro. Swish, Frank said, am I still, in terms of the meme coins, I mean, you know, it could be as bullish as anything, bro, because listen, you know, we need to go to the, so here's what most people don't actually consider, right? There's always going to be what I consider to be the nuclear face of crypto. And we're not there yet. Salam, brother. How are you, Abdul Majid? Great to see you, bro. Yo, Peter in the building. What's good, my brother? Crypto Gorilla in the building. About Zeph. Started slowly to pump. Yep, I agree with you, bro. I'll just finish my greetings and then I'll get into it, man. What's up, Casey, bro? How are you? God, man, accumulation zone. Absolutely. We're going to talk about all of these. And let me just go back to each one of these questions one by one. So, bro said Zeph. Now, when it last pumped, it pumped really well. It really, really pumped well. And look, 45%. We're talking about $2. I mean, if you remember how high this got to like 50 quid. I mean, $50. So, you know, it's minuscule, but it is a step in the right direction. Now, privacy. So if you look at this project, it had a really, really nice, incredible pump previously. Now, the issue always was the SEC, a la Monero, the untraceable, over-collateralized stablecoin protocol. So it may pump again. This was actually one that was completely beaten down. So even if it does another 2x, I mean, 12 million fully diluted, I would say it's a gamble. So they have the stable coin, reserve share, and the yield. Let's see what else they're cooking. In this, you know, the DXB community, guys, man, we're not adverse to taking a look at any of these cryptos. Let's see if I can edit this one. This could be a good one to edit actually for everyone. So yeah, Zeph, man, it's you never know, bro. Often those that take the these incredible chances end up doing well, and yeah, I think Zeph will pump at some point. So that was the first kind of question there. Now let's go to Dog, which I really like. Stacks as well, guys. Don't fade Stacks. The Nakamoto upgrade, I think, comes to the end of the month. Sorry, not. What am I doing? Dogecoin. Dog go. Dog goes to the moon. The moon. Let's have a look. Had a very, very good. So 500 million. 10x is 5 billion. I think that would be the ceiling for Dog, unless obviously it's played heavily and it goes to double that as well. 20x, 10 to 20x could be in the cards just purely because of the Bitcoin maxis hold a lot of this. It was his airdrops to the Rune, the Runestone holders. Fair mint. I think it was minted as well, if I remember correctly, or whether it was an airdrop, but it was one of them. The chart looks solid, absolutely solid, bro. Let's have a look at Alephium. And I'm either going to make a lot of people rich or I'm going to make a lot of people very rich. There's nothing in between for Alf, in my opinion. I think the time has come for this project to be accumulated. If you're picking this up at $1.25, considering the last major unlock actually led to a pump, back in July or August, I can't remember. I think it was July. It literally unlocked. I hope you guys can hear me anyway. It literally unlocked like 3.7 million coins, and then it pumped, right? Recently, a week ago, I published an article in the community saying, guys, you know, this whale's going to sell. He sold it, suppressed the price for about a week. So all in all, I think we are in a good, we're in a good situation with Alf coming past the current prices. I think once it finds its feet, I expect nothing but fireworks. You're getting a layer one that is going to definitely be rotated to buy somewhere else. I mean, listen, you know, you never know in crypto, guys, but, you know, based on my previous calculations, I did look at this and I did say that it was going to be always going to be, guys. Look at this. What are we looking at? Right? Looking at $1.25. Guys, do you see this? You know, from the market cap where it's at right now, let's change this now because it's 111 million. Is it 111? let's do this. So yeah, so let's take this market cap here, right? And let's plug it into our calculator. Because over here, look, we love to make money for people here. So 1.1 billion, right? 1.1 billion will be $12. What are we today? 1.25. Some of you are quite picky with the pricing, so we'll do it exactly as it is right now. Smash a like, guys, because I think, listen, if I'm missing you guys that much, coming off my night out in Dubai, driving straight home, the least we deserve is some likes. Because I'm definitely going to pump these bags. I'm actually going to switch from a DXP to a Crypto Galaxy, DX Galaxy or some shit. Because there's something I love about these fundamentals, man. Pump the bags. Pump the friggin' bags. So if we say 125, this is why I think a lot of people will be flooded out of this bag. So $12.50. Let's get rid of some of these decimals, man. What are these decimals saying? So if you look at this, guys, we're gonna be rich, right? We're gonna be rich because, listen, I have to look at you and address you directly. Listen, guys, many of you are not too bullish. Many of you are paper hands, and not this crew, by the way, but I'm just talking in generics. I'm also talking to you in a way as well, because a lot of us are from the community, and sometimes the thing about Discord and all of these things, we don't really get to look each other in the face and actually say it as it is. A lot of us are going to be printing life-changing money. The only enemy to that print is yourself. The amount of times I've spoken to friends in the Discord who have rotated out of a bag because it dropped. So first of all, it doesn't make sense. You've obviously put more money than you got out, number one. Number two, just not patient enough. Oh my God, you had to. I mean, a lot of people, it's their first cycle. Another example is Marvia, as I call it, marvelous Marvia. I mean, I went down the rabbit hole of getting Marvia's, looking at the tokenomics, looking at the sentiment, looking at the market, the ability to market this project. We're going to be printing with this one. Now, the issue is everyone's talking about meme coins. And for me, I'm not going to waste any gas on meme coins because, you buy a meme coin and you leave it in there. You buy it with the sense of knowing that meme coin can go to zero. And lately, there's been a new narrative of meme coins above a certain price point. Established meme coins will pump for sure. But Heroes of Marvia, guys, could actually do 70. It could do 50 to 70x. $100 Marvia is not impossible. So, in the words of the great Derek Chisora, who's the donkey? We got to hold these, man. We got to hold these Tectums. I mean, let's look at Tectum as well. Look at that. Tectum, what is it now? Let's have a look at Tectum, guys. Because I think Tectum is another one, along with Alf. They are the two best, layer ones. Tectum is a bit more niche, granted. Alephium is general purpose. But they are the best two layer ones, in my opinion. And if you look at the price here, if we can update, oh, wow, we've gone, 1070. So, we came down a little bit. Doesn't really change the fact that a $200 Tectum is 1.6 billion away. You telling me that a 20x for a project that promises, I mean, I saw today how they updated all of their, the soft note has been even updated now. It works with the smart wallet. The soft note wallet is now available in the US of A. In the US of A. So listen, if you could get approvals to do that, I think, mainstream adoption for Tectum is not that far away. It just means that the narrative they're going at is going to be pretty solid, especially for Bitcoin. So solid choice there. AI tech, of course, has not moved which is a good thing probably for people accumulating this. And it's another one that we can look at and say, I think we've got this on our chart as well. Yeah, what are we saying today? What are we saying for AI tech? Oh, wow. Guys, there goes your buy alert for AI tech right now. There goes your buy alert. You know, this is brilliant. You know, this is fantastic. 10x would be $1, give or take. 20x, you've got $1.90. We call it $2. Wherever you look, guys, we're going to be printing. We're going to be printing. So I really, really don't see why any of us should be panicking. I think the only thing I would say to you is leave the bags alone. Get your fingers out of the cookie jar, man. Because if you keep rotating, what's going to happen is you're going to chase green candles. And as a result, I think you're going to miss an incredible life-giving opportunities. I kid you not, I've already started to plan our exits for many of these projects. I don't think we'll be in it too long, and I don't think we'll be in it too short. So mid next year, be prepared for the ejection parachute way before all of these other communities, man. We're going to be selling this because I'd rather average 20x on my portfolio collectively, to be honest, than wait for 40x. Right? We may get a 20x, 40x, 30x from different projects. But do you realize in that mindless phase of crypto, everything friggin' pumps. Absolutely pumps. What's going on, Pete? Welcome, bro. Welcome. Yo, Daniel, what's happening, bro? Great to be with you too, brother. Looking for my last AI entry. I'm all ears. 100%. I mean, you know, when it comes to AI, we're similar to the thriller in Manila. I can't even say those lyrics, man. Those of you that know. When it comes to AI, I'm similar to the thriller in Manila. So you're looking for good AI projects. You've got, I would say, plenty to choose from. With the likes of AI Tech, which is down, AGI, which is probably going to be one of the best performers of the cycle. You got DAI that's pumping 7% when most of the AI projects are absolutely down. Ignore that one at your peril. You've got Based AI, which is down, and I expect that to remain kind of floating around there. But there was something that was shared with me by my man, the caveman himself today. He shared with me a video of Raoul Pal using, I think, the Note AI dApp on his Mac or something. And the emphasis or the discussion was, make sure you have an exposure to something that has LLMs. Make sure you have an exposure to something that has an LLM capability. I mean, I did an update for the community today. We're looking at, you know, for example, AGI, Based AI, and a few others have PAL as well. But those actually have, and Cubic as well. You know, don't ignore Cubic if you're looking for a good layer one. Slightly, you know, mid-size, still small market cap, I would say, small to mid-size. But you've actually got plenty of AI projects to pick from. Let's remove this one from here. I don't know why this one is. Yeah, get out of here, man. AIT protocol. Get out. But yeah, I think the likes of AGI will rip, even though the market cap now is at 184 million. I think this one has always shown, and I've said that to the group, whenever we have a dip, it just comes out like a train. So that's going to be incredible. So do not ignore that one. And is Tau going far too much now? Yes, it has. Could you get Based AI? Absolutely. You know, be greedy when others are fearful. CB, what's up, brother? I hope you well. Thoughts on department? I love it, man. I I spoke about it the other day, and I think the closer we get to the election, this is going to be. I mean, I still think that the market cap of 40 million, 39 million, I still think this is kind of small for this. This will give you a 10x. You know, this could run to like 400 million, 500 million dollars. Don't forget you're trading this for the election. But if Elon Musk finds a cabinet seat called the Department of Government, and you wouldn't put past Trump, man. Listen, the likes of Joe Rogan, Elon Musk, could you imagine that cabinet? You know, Dave Chappelle. Yeah, listen, man, bring back Black Bush. But yeah, listen, man, this is America. At the end of the day, anything can happen. You know, Arnold Schwarzenegger was nearly a president. You had Reagan, who was one of the greatest presidents in the US history, and he was actually a professional actor, you know, in the 50s and 60s and whatever. So if Trump wins, you never know. This could be the biggest meme narrative. What I would say is do not buy it in a day like this. You know, I checked this. It was at $11 million. I was trying to post it. I fell asleep on the 25 million or 16 million dollars. In my last life, it was 25 million and now it's 40 million. Talk about a running train, right? And it's got decent listings as well, you know. For this to happen, for this narrative to happen, guys, I'm telling you, man, the only thing the market is not pricing in right now is Trump losing, right? Again, this is America, man. For those of you that are old enough, I mean, look at this. I mean, you never buy anything like this. See if there's a cool off. If there's a cool off, even myself, I'll put in a decent amount into this one. But so far, I haven't pulled the trigger because every time, you know, the best place to be buying was down here, man. It's just spent forever over there. And then boom, crypto banter shills it. And this is what happens. You know, guys like, I saw Kyle Chass's video yesterday, and I just find it difficult, man. You know, he's presenting memes that I know he holds. And he did say, look, I'm being transparent and I hold these. But the meme game, it's a difficult game. I can tell you right now, it's actually more difficult than the NFT JPEGs. You know, it was easy in the last cycle to buy any shit and let it pump. You know, you saw the Bored Apes floor prices, astronomical. You know, hundreds of thousands of ETH. You know, sometimes into the millions. And who was it? Justin Bieber that actually got stunk. I don't know if he bought 6 million, but yeah. Yeah, this is a car. Mo said, yep. Still remember Zeph pump from nowhere last time. It might do the same, bro. I'm telling you, don't, you know, I wouldn't really underestimate that at all. Top G said, I just realized how huge ChainGPT is on social media, 1 million followers. Yeah, it's another good one. I think the platform will throw out more bangers. GPT, I remember this was a rebranding last year. But if you look at this, I mean, this always sits between AGI and AI tech, in my opinion. And I think, listen, in terms of the actual promise of this project, it's not a bad one at all. I know some people say that it's all about the launch pad and nothing else with this one, but in terms of an AI project, I think the biggest narrative here is just the launch pad. They do offer a lot of AI services that you can utilize as well. But I just feel like things like AGI, I'm telling you guys, focus on LLMs. Get something in your bag. This is not bad at all. And still, I think it's smaller than both AI tech and AGI. So this is actually going to pump. This is going to pump for sure. Bro, I like Naka, man. You know what? It's one of these weird ones that I never actually bought. Like, never. But it's actually one of the best gaming projects. Nakamoto will pump. I don't know, man. It's still kind of like it would have been better to buy here 69 and then it came down again. It skipped again. You know, I was actually thinking about doing a buy load on Naka. but I just never really like. I love buying. I would have loved to have bought this underneath $1, but it hasn't gone to. It may come back under $1, but if it does that, I think this is a fantastic ecosystem. Just because I don't hold it, bro, doesn't mean that the project is any less great. Naka is huge on Twitter. It has massive following. It has decent amount of holders as well. Let's look at the Polyscan. It's bound to pump. I mean, if you go by the logic of Mr. Becker himself, the key narrative driver here for the gaming sector. So 29,000 holders. That's a very good community. And you can see here, it's just consistently adding, right? Like holders. I don't really see a peak drop off of holders. So yeah, Naka could do really well. And guys, as we go into the deep parts of the cycle, it's important to also understand the number of holders of a token, because that's actually what they mean by community, right? And then you can go obviously next level and look at the wallet distribution and see how fairly distributed those wallets are. Bro said, I have a small bag of Redo. What do you think of it? It's not moving for a long time. Redo. Let's have a look. Is that the meme? Yeah, so this is the ton. So ton has suffered a bit. If you remember when we had the ton season, this thing was going mad. But you can see here, look, it's starting to it will come back. It will come back. This is one of the largest meme coins, I think, on the ton blockchain. Yeah, it will come back. Just be patient with it. I think if you're holding something like this, it's obviously ton had that whole issue with the arrest. It kind of went out of narrative. I mean, the entire ton ecosystem just suffered a bit, to be honest. People aren't as bullish on the layer one. And I can actually understand why, because the unique selling point here is the 900 million users of ton. Now, apart from us degens, I don't really see how people just go to ton and start using Telegram for everything, And of course, there's fears of hacks as well. There are a lot of bad actors, but yeah, I mean, if you're holding this one and if you held it for a while, depending on your entry and whether you're underwater or not, I'll just sit on it, man. But yeah, this whole ecosystem has actually taken a bit of a relaxation. I mean, ton right now is what? I mean, it went to at one point 11 or 12, $9 here, $8, $9. I'm sure it's a little bit higher, but that was just an astronomical rise. The thing with the layer one is as well is that it's 13 million fully diluted, right? Still a massive ecosystem. I think it will do well. Yeah, I love Xero AI. I hold a tiny bag. Xero is a great one because it actually has some of the creativity and similarities to the much larger neural AI. So this would be a beta play if you're looking for something that is kind of degen. It actually went to $5 million or $4 million market cap recently. It was pumping last week, and then kind of retraced a bit. Very, very good entry, if you ask me. Only thing is, you've got to go and pay some fees. Well, someone in my Discord said that the fees are cheap right now, so not bad at all. Not bad at all. But if you're looking to hold some of these smaller altcoins, I think the expectation is that they perform like a meme coin. That's it. Don't fall in love with the fundamentals. I love the fundamentals here because it's tangible, it's physical, like you can see what it does. But I would say just put a small amount in it. You can put. I've put like what did I put? I think it's like $2,500, $3,000. I can't remember. to put 500, 1,000 in, because if this goes to 200 million at the height of a bull cycle, you'd be printing quite nicely. So I do like that one, yeah. The only reason Alephium dropped is because the whale selling, no FUD at all, absolutely savage. Yeah, no, nothing wrong with the. I mean, listen, anyone can sell their crypto, right? At the end of the day, this is, I love this picture right here, man. If they got together and had a kid, that kid will be called Alephium. I love that, man. Crypto Twitter is insane, guys. By the way, guys, follow me on X if you can, please. I'd much appreciate. I'm quite active on X. I put a lot of shit there that I normally. Let me just post my. I'm not going to shill you my course because my course is absolutely free. But I will kindly ask you to follow me on X. And I will post it here for you guys so you can follow me. But the stuff that we tweet about, man, it's all about all the coins that we normally hold in the group. So yeah, and maybe we should have another AMA. We should bring our lovely Mode Bamvart back. But yeah, it's a crazy place, man. Follow me if you can. That would be lovely. And regarding Alephium, I mean, there's stuff that I reposted today that you've got to see. Let me show you what I've reposted. We'll talk about Axeli as well. That's been pumping in my portfolio like insane. So this was an interesting post, by the way. It can actually do 15,000 transactions per second on a Raspberry Pi. 128 at full capacity. Keep the same security as Bitcoin. One of the things I love about ALF is the security. Immune and resistant to majority of attacks. This is another narrative that the team will be marketing. And of course, on top of that, there's plenty of other positives. If they can integrate Tangent, Ledger, and OneKey within a very short space of time, because I think they're going to drop the native Tangent Alephium integration, because remember before we used to be able to hold it on ERC20 before the mainnet, and they kind of removed that. So now that's what they're working on. Fantastic team, if you ask me, bro. Crypto Gorilla said, bro, ask Alf did more than from the bottom, and we went to exit liquidity for those people rather than many fundamentally strong altcoins that are at an all-time low. Yeah, just give me some examples, bro. So the idea, so I'll give you an example. It's all relative, right, to the valuation of the chain. So if you can convince me that Alpha's bull run is done at $100 million, I swear to God, I'll sell it right now. Right? Open and fair. So imagine if you came to BNB as an example. If you entered BNB in 2020 or 2021, even before the pump, you would have obviously seen that it's pumped, at least over 1,000. Over way more than 200x, I believe. I don't have the exact calculation. So to answer your question, we have exposure, right? So for people that are thinking we don't hold any large caps, majority of retail is exposed to the likes of Casper, $3 billion, Sui, $5-6 billion, say $1.7 billion. So we do actually, it's not 100% degening, but what I'm saying is, in the grand scheme of things, if you can convince me, despite that pump that you mentioned there, because you're talking about early phase of a project, bro. And by the way, this is a respectful discussion. I totally understand what you're saying. But if you can tell me that project, and the same goes for Tectum, same, a lot of people were, early to these low caps. But if we're not early enough for the adoption and the banana zone to the point where these tokens don't actually even do a 10x from here, then I'd happily sell my bag. So the argument is, give me the stronger L1s, right? You look at you look at Axelar, you look at other layer ones that you can actually go for. You can go for, but it's one of those things, bro. I think you're kind of missing the point for over the next level of the alt season for sure. Why is Chainlink not in your RWA list today? Safe play. Because we don't play safe. It's gonna get Chainlink from 2017, to where it is today. It's a great project, but there's no reason to include it in some of the opportunities. I mean, when you consider the likes of OM as a large cap in layer one, when you consider the likes of Ondo, even though they can do 20x safely or relatively safely, I would say, and you look at Axelar as well, why would you include Chainlink? Let it be an oracle. I know fundamentally it's going to drive pretty much come on. Chainlink drives everything. So, but we want to make some more money on top of what we have. And that's why. Patriot has Alf 87, Marvia 115, DAI 46, Sui $40, Sui Pad 850, PAI 57, Based AI 350. Wow. Blue Move 12 or Move. Man, can we smash a like for Patriot, man? That is what I'm talking about. Pumpermentals. I guess there's no parachute till the last minute, bro. Buying based AI, am I doing right? Yes, you are, bro. Yes, you are. So if you would have listened to some of the stuff that me and the Patriot came across today, and some of the posts, if you read some of the posts in our Discord, you'd understand the large language learning models and the blockchain are a match made in heaven. So yeah, 100%, you are doing the right thing. It is going to be a unicorn, I think, in this cycle. And there's people that are have far deeper pockets with more investments than I could ever afford into based AI. So you're doing the right thing for sure, bro. It's a top project. Absolutely. It's in the making. Smith, what's going on? What one? With regards to token unlocks in February, are you planning to sell? Yeah, no, not at all, bro. Not at all. I won't be selling any on the unlocks. Now, it really depends on the market between now and February. And I have taken some inflation into consideration for the height of the bull market. But we're talking about relatively, decent tokenomics in the first place anyway. The fact that they delayed that unlock, and it did cost them 3 or 4 big VCs that went out of the project, that just dumped it and left the project altogether. So I would say selling it will be too premature, but we could also have an explosive gaming phase. So taking profits by the time or before February could be a real possibility for us. So just to kind of give you the right pointers, what I will be doing is looking at the gaming. I don't know if you read my post today, but I've noticed for the first time in many years that gaming has started to pick up. Some of the gaming projects across the board were moving, and my bubbles today is what I witnessed. Now, of course, since then there's a retracement here, but some projects, Miri is up, and at one point today they were pumping. So I would say let's probably move into gaming. I'm sure we're going to get an unbelievable gaming run off the launch of the grid, and then we say we do that first. We run into this first phase we run into this first phase and we go, okay, we get into these levels, we get to $15 to $20, we do a 10x maybe, right? And I think that's baked in from what I'm reading anyway. Then what we will do is we'll remove some of our initial investment out of the project, or 10x is an incredible level to actually take profits. You can take it out much sooner if you wanted to as well, just to play that game. But that one we will play in the most calculated way. It will be an active discussion in our Discord, naturally, because why wait for the unlock? If the market goes ballistic in November, December, and January is normally a cooler month anyway, but if we're up 10x, you best believe that we're going to be shaving some of that off. We're going to be drinking nourishment. By the way, Arsenal lost today as well, bro. So just putting on a brave face. Yeah, seeing Tar's being talked about a lot lately by some big channels. Yeah, listen, man, they're doing that KOL thing. It's a decent project, but I'm not in the bandwagon. Let's just say, do I think the project could do well? Yes, it can. But honestly, $57 million, not bad at all. And it's going to pump hugely. But I haven't actually put some money into this. Maybe I'll take a position. But there's too many AI tokens. Nowadays, I don't know if I'm getting old, but I do like a peace of mind in terms of the number of tokens I hold. But this is good. Yeah, this is very good. I may jump onto this bandwagon. Still relatively small. So if there's significant retracements, yeah, why not? Crypto Souls in the building. What's going on, bro? Mutez said, what about DexCheck? What about it, bro? It's been absolutely battered. DCK, one of my favorite platforms. Daily, I use this daily, guys, because they offer the best, some of the best intelligence out there. But as an investment right now, it's difficult to justify, maybe because the token utility allows you to stake, to be able to use some of the more advanced services like wallet trackers. But there are hundreds of these types of projects now where you can actually do a lot of good intel. I subscribe to like 3 or 4 really good intelligence platforms, and so for that reason, I would definitely not be buying something like this. But listen, could it pump? Yes, it could. I mean, this is what, 7x down from its all-time high. It's ridiculous. Hamza, what's going on, bro? Can you make 100k portfolio right now, boss? 100k portfolio. Let's see if we can do 100k portfolio. Let's call it 100k. In a 100k portfolio, what would I do right now? So I'd start off with, I would go for a decent layer one. So I'd go for something like a Say that hasn't pumped as much. I would go for, all right, so let's have a look at Say. Let's add, I would add based AI. For AI, I would definitely add Alf. Definitely have me some AGI. I mean, this is, the exercise is futile, right? I'm not going to do it because, there's really no point in doing that. But with the exception of DexCheck, remove coin. But yeah, you can actually build a decent 100K portfolio with a big layer one. You could add, definitely I would have any portfolio that I do, I would have Axelar, because I think this is the RWA project. And the second one I would add here is Dusk. And that's me done with RWA layer one, 2 layer ones, and I'm happy with that. Maybe just talking about tasks right now, I would add a bit of tasks as well. I would add Phil for sure. I would add some of these meme coins as well. Definitely, if I was to start over again, I would add Pendle. Maybe Klaus as a meme coin. So you're basically looking at a bigger meme coins that will have a much more of a run. I would go degening and add a bit of a used car. And by the way, this doesn't have to be my portfolio right now. It's just some of the stuff that I would potentially consider adding. I would add Sturdy. I would add Zell. I'll remove, the likes of Alephium, because obviously you wanted something perhaps maybe a little bit more different. Maybe I'd look at Omni for a pump. Yeah, and maybe Hoppy. Let's see, maybe it's pumped recently, but we'll add a few meme coins in there. And then in terms of gaming, well, gaming's an interesting one. I would add Wagny. By the way, this is just, I'll definitely add some Marvia if we're gonna use the same logic. I'll do something like this, man. Something like that. And you can look at this market cap and think it's big, but you got DeFi, you got layer ones. I'd add Tectum in there. If you define it as something you don't currently hold or something along those lines, but I would do something like this. Degen stuff, decent stuff. It's not rocket science. I think once you have, wow, this is now 114 million. The layer one could be Sui too on that, but yeah, I can put something together like that. Yasir, I agree with you, brother. I hate this meme narrative too. Pure gambling induces the worst of human greed, and it's like yeah, you're not wrong at all. I've been in the space. One of my most successful projects last year was Pepe. And at one point, I had a huge bag of turbo that I traded. And I still hold a bit of turbo, and I still hold my Pepe, or half of it anyway, or of what's left of it. But I really like, based on the fact that I sit here and I'm in crypto 18 hours a day, it's incredibly hard for me to, to really think about the ins and outs of the communities and looking for cults, and it's all BS, man. Look, they are gonna pump. They have proven themselves as the biggest narrative. Do I like it? No. Is it a reality? Yes. Because how many memes can you chase? And everybody's thinking about flipping $1,000 into 100K. So everyone wants their first 100x. And the way to play memes is get into a meme, make a 10x, take profits, put it back into your core bags. Because when we get to alt season will be insane. So yeah, you're not wrong at all, bro. What are we looking at next? Sovereign, what's going on, bro? Are you not worried about the vesting? No, not at all. Not for AGI anyway, bro. So let's have a look at the crypto rank. No, it's going to be, I think AGI becomes a big project in my opinion. And it will have the ability to. So if you look at this, the next unlock is 22 days, right? So 2% of the supply. Now, in 22 days, November 12th, we would have had the election anyway. So if you remember the last cycles, I mean, some projects had token unlocks on a regular basis, you know, sometimes on a daily basis, and never impacted their price. I just feel like this one goes to a big level. This is starting to be talked about by the likes of Virtual Bacon and others. So yeah, bro, it will do well. I think the aspect of it, what you have to understand about this one is it's literally bang. It's literally bang in the middle of a narrative, right? And every time it drops, you know, like here, the candles behind are just quite decent, right? You know, you've got this kind of price action happening quite often. And this is just looking at the daily. You know, you can go back to the weekly chart and see that same pattern. It's always going to produce these god candles. You know, I mean, think about it on the weekly. In a space of 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a month. In a space of a month, it actually did all its returns. And I think it's capable of doing that again. And you can see here, starting to form that pattern of just going boom to $1. And then obviously last time we went to about 68, 67, 65, 65 cents here. So AGI is one to be reckoned with. You're not a fan of Rio due to the increase of tokenomics? No, it's not that at all. I bought Rio, and I was a very big fan of Rio. Actually, before they even announced the tokenomics, I did make the post in the group to let them know that this is what they're going to do right now. And therefore, I'm going to put the Rio bag into XLR because my XLR bag is big. It's relatively big. So here's another thing where you have, like, for example, if you've got a particular narrative, over diversifying it is just a fool's errand. There's no point. If you've got your key conviction, let's say, for example, I hold Ondo, Dusk, and XLR. That's more than enough. But if you really wanted to, you could also hold a decent size, decent market cap project that can pump, and then maybe look for a micro cap, a micro cap in terms of the in terms of that narrative. But it's not that I don't like it. It's just, listen, you know, it's a good project. If you go to Twitter, you will not escape anywhere without the discussion of Relio. Really, you'll not. Like, Relio is that big online, but you know, it depends who's shilling it, right? I think they completely fucked up with the increase in tokenomics at this stage of the cycle. But like I was saying yesterday or the day before, when the pump comes, no one's ever going to remember the, you know, what happened. So yeah, bro. Yeah, I think Aero is insane. Which protocol makes the most fees? Aero has actually, in terms of the what's that, man? Yo, mosquito season, guys. You know, it's cooling off here in the UAE. Got a little fly. Which protocol makes? I can't recall it on top of my head, but I think in Deepin, for example, it's Aether. Aero is ridiculous, and then of course traditional, Uniswap and those types. Camino is another one to take an interest. What is AGI doing other than Lucy? Yeah, I think Lucy will have a use case. Not just Lucy, but I think it will have a use case. Again, there's a report that we published about LLMs. So yeah, it's one of those. Video game white paper AI tends to change with the website. Nothing special. Look, you could see it that way, respectfully, and you could get the one you like. It's no, not telling you to buy AGI. You're getting it wrong. I have other AI cryptos that we can talk about as well. But yeah, if there's nothing special in your eyes, in my eyes, I see pumpamentals. So we have different opinions. Call it the gorilla talk. Yo, Ram, what's going on, bro? Banter group pump hard. Yeah, I think they did. Yeah, they got paid. They started to shill it, and then boom, it just went nuts. View on AI tech unlock every day in the next few weeks. It's so this is why if you look at the price, and again, sometimes the entry is probably what's keeping us above water here, because we entered this quite early. But I would say this has had an impact, and I think the team spends a lot of money. I can always see that sell pressure, and of course, the vesting schedule. You see the market cap has been creeping up, but the price has been absolutely stagnant, right? If not, the price has been declining because of these consistent unlocks. Now, again, just like with any other project, especially this being quite viral in the sense of their marketing, and not all of our projects are fundamentally the same. Some are really strong fundamentally. Some will pump because of marketing, really, rather than the other fundamentals. But this one's obviously, if they can bring the token burn up, if they could open this data center, if Bitcoin breaks all-time high, we get AI narrative, we get a deeper narrative, I think it does well. But for the time being, it's just at least given us, I don't really see that as bearish anyway, but I see it as more of an opportunity to accumulate, as they say. So yeah, but good question, bro. Smash a like. AGI pump, because they're good ticker. AGI last AI pump artificial gen, but good at YouTube shilling, bro. What I mean, listen, this is not an AGI debate. You keep bringing out the same. If you don't like it, don't buy it. I'm starting to think that you're what do you want me to say? I have significant amounts of money and there's no shilling. I think AGI does really, really well. So we disagree. So move on. Even if I agree with you, what difference does it make? AGI is pumping because it's got a good ticker, AGI. Have you ever bought a crypto because of a ticker? I don't think so, man. So just say shit and move on. Thoughts on Olas or Notcoin? Yeah, I'm not holding any of those, and I don't know too much information about them, bro. Inspect, I think it's okay. Yo, Ben, thank you, bro. Welcome anytime, man. Did the best devs at Based AI get back to you? Are we expecting any updates regarding the project? No, but what I've done is I've actually created a bit of a cult within the project on X. That's why I was asking everyone to follow me on X, because what I understood about these projects in general, anyway, they just don't like negative or what they perceive to be hard questions. And I have got their attention one or two times now. If you remember, Kyle Chasse, who is a massive whale there, was talking to them about doxing themselves, right? So from what I hear from the inside, the Twitter sphere, and crypto is a funny game because you've got to go, like, sometimes it takes me hours to try and get, some small information. Sometimes they don't want to reveal anything. Particularly this team is very, very coy. I understood the main focus for now was the Pepe coins, the burn mechanisms, and that was that seems to be taking the stage. But what I expect them to do is to launch a new website and to announce some new exchanges. I think that goes without a saying. So plenty of them to do, but they don't actually even post that much. They rely consistently on that reputation that they have behind closed doors, which is people that go back to, they started meme coins like, back in the day. So they've got a reputation and insiders know them. But yeah, there is a bit of a community now building up for me on X with regards to based AI. Lovely guys as well. And I think they will do really, really well on that. Yeah, Tectum is good, bro. I started to talk about Tectum at the beginning of the show. Layer 1 pick, Cubic. So Cubic, Tectum, A0. Ooh, A0. That's an interesting one, bro. Radix, Nexa. Nexa is another interesting one. Deve, Arion. Projects that are fundamentally strong than Alf. So first of all, I hold Cubic. I hold Tectum. So we can agree on those. I think Nexa is a sleeper, in my opinion. Deve is just too obscure. Arion, I've talked about Arion. I didn't really get the entire point, but it will pump. And of course, the other two are decent as well. But yeah, listen, if you actually do an on-chain analysis from the launch to where they are, every single one of those projects that you're talking about have already pumped. So please be sincere, right? No project has to fail for your projects to succeed. Like that, you're taking a completely different view. If we're in exit liquidity on Alf at $100 million, that I question your thesis there. If you've been in crypto, how can a project like this taper at $100 million, right? It doesn't make sense. And I agree with you. Some of these projects you're talking about, how has Cubic performed up till now? And how much money have people made in Cubic in the early stages? So you gotta be balanced, man. But I take your point. I mean, some of these other projects are good as well. Crypto Shark in the building. Welcome, bro. Wa alaikum assalam, bro. Hope you're well. Would it make sense to swap my safety pick for Delicium? What's your safety pick, bro? Because you don't want to mess about with your safety picks. I don't think that's a good idea at all. Little red flags. I think the wallet distribution was one that I saw as a red flag. The number of holders and how they distributed. That could be interesting. Yeah, D-Chat I think is pants. It's rubbish. This went up to $6. We did actually trade this really well. 27%. It's pumping today, 19 cents. I mean, from $6, right? $4 here. I think he went above that as well. So the chart is a bit misleading, but I would say, 600 million. I mean, 600K in market cap. I don't know, bro, man. I'll never touch this again. We got in here and we sold somewhere here. So yeah, I think, listen, if you I think the team is based in Dubai as well, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, look at the tokenomics here. 25 million, of which only 3 million are circulating. Yeah, give that one a miss, bro. I only feel to hold 3 cryptos this run. Cas, Alf, AGI. Thank you very much. Wash your hands from them, bro. Look, solid list. You could put decent amount and you can exit the market and you can plan your exit much better. I think sometimes people don't realize, holding less tokens is actually to your benefit. You don't have to hold 20 tokens at a much smaller market cap. Yeah, OFN as well. AI, layer 1. Let's see if it went over 11 cents. I think last time we checked was around 12. 11 or 12. Yeah, 12 cents. Yeah, I mean, this is these are floor prices. I mean, this spent forever below 10 cents. So, hey, Gonzo, how are you, bro? I got to get through the messages. I need to message you, by the way, privately. Shout out to Buenos Aires. Guys, smash a like, please. Yeah, Fernando, AGI is a solid project. I think it's only a matter of time. Look, a lot of us will be proven right with what we hold towards the end of the cycle. No one's right, no one's wrong. And yeah, I had to adopt to meme coins as well. Yeah, it's difficult, Loki. You know, it drains your mind. It just makes you more insecure as well. Sometimes you hold a meme coin and you see another meme coin pop off and you're like, oh, maybe I'm not doing something right. Alt or Corpo for gains. Ooh, different narratives. I'll get both. Bro. Suggested Alpha, sell Alpha. What's going on, Mary? You cool? Now, I'm never going to sell my Alpha. I could buy Moonwell, though. But no reason to sell Alpha at all, bro. D-Chat, I'm buying... okay. Johnny, what's going on, bro? Johnny Law. I've been buying stuff since March. It's possible to turn 5K into 100K. Absolutely. Absolutely, bro. Let us know what you're holding as well so we can take a look at your projects. Sovereign, yeah, no worries, bro. Absolutely, that would be the order of things. It will be manageable, I think, in a uptrend in. Yo, Gorilla, 100%, bro. Look, I agree with you, and I think, look, I've just shown you I hold the other projects you hold. Yeah, we all want to make money, 100%, and again, you know, crypto often. Listen, if I'm not going to buy something, I'd say I'm not going to buy it. But I think to the level where I go to the detail of how much one is up over the other, I look at the market cap collectively. But even more so than the market cap, I think we in crypto sometimes are guilty of just maybe looking at the market cap alone. I think the adoption is also another one. Chain activity. Could you see, like, for example, Nex is a great project. You know, there's stuff that happens behind the scenes sometimes that people don't really see. So, no, it's all good, man. I'm happy to have the discussion. Why not? Looks good. I thought possible. Whoa, Patu. Let's have a look, bro. Bloodloop. This is one that 17 million already. Damn, I remember when this was at 2 million. Yeah, Avalanche is going to pump. I think what you're betting on there is the ecosystem. Now, I've actually backed Shrapnel. But yeah, this is, I mean, you never know, man. I'm so bullish on AVAX in general. I'm thinking about sticking in a nice 10K long on a 10x leverage or something on actual Avalanche, because I think it's going to be a mover. But yeah, you never know. I bought GPU for the ticker. Yeah, definitely. It works when it works, bro. Yeah, I thought you sold AGI in the big portfolio. No, I have. I bought it back. Not in my big portfolio, bro. I just didn't add it. I sold it in my light portfolio. Thoughts on Goldfinch? Goldfinch, GFI is good. I posted about it today in the Discord. Yeah, Say is good, man. Do not sell Say, because you do need a potential 10, 15x, and try and add AGI if you can, or add another AI token of your choice. But yeah, don't get rid of your safety net, bro. Because listen, at the end of the day, many people, you've got to cover your costs. So guys, we need to think like friggin' VCs, right? Where we've got an investment portfolio. So at the end of the bull market, you're not looking to break even. You're looking to multiply your wealth, multiply those numbers, right? So even though you think a big cap has smaller returns, you'd be surprised, you know. So yeah, never get rid of your safety net, brother. Chevy, long time, bro. What the guan, dog? What's happening, man? You got some super malt for me, some nourishment. We don't get a Yorkie bar here. We don't get nourishment. We don't get super malt. We don't get lilt. We don't get grime. A few others as well. Nice one, bro. Jesse I call Alpha Meme Coin. Yeah, listen, you know what? It's let it be a meme coin, right? That means it will pump. Yeah, I hear you, bro. Do you remember my moon buy alert in the Discord like several months ago? Yeah, I'm aware of Moonwell. Aleph is good as well, but Alpha is a layer one. Deep in versus layer one, I'll take the layer one. 100%. 100%, boys. GFI price target. I haven't actually done a price target, but as you know, looking at the market cap, I think it does 20x on the safe side. Safety bag, Casper, gaming, Miria, GFAL, meme, hobby, and then of course Chevy's got Ondo. Chevy Ondo. That sounds like a sick car, bro. Mario. Mr. Mario Hernandez said Jesse AI is a meme coin himself, man. That is incredible. That is incredible, bro. Now, more listen, you know, crypto is a tribal game, right? There's no middle ground in crypto. And I think people like Jesse AI. So for those of you that don't know, the introduction to my channel, right? If you come to my channel, the first video that you'll ever see here, sorry man, Super Mario level 75, Donkey Kong Country. I don't know what type of music this is. By the way, guys, breaking news, ApeCoin is up at 15%. ApeCoin hasn't moved for donkeys of years. You know, you're in a bull market when ApeCoin finally moves. Yo, that beat reminds me of Donkey Kong Country, man. I just read something, by the way, guys, a bit of off topic here. Biggie Smalls named Diddy, Puff Daddy Diddy after Diddy Kong. Anyway, so going back to Jesse AI and these cats, yeah. So if you come to my channel, the first thing you see in my channel is an old school Casper video. I can honestly prove to you tonight that I was in Casper before 99% of these small YouTubers. And I remember I started my channel because of Casper, right? And I remember one of my first ever video, guys. I remember going to, what did I do? I just recorded it on my Mac. And there was a brother from Germany, from Dortmund. And he was like, yo, I've just had a long day. I used to get like 10 views, man, 20 views. Never gave a shit about how many people locked onto the channel because I wasn't trying to grow the channel to be anything other than just enjoying what I was doing. Casper to 10 cents was like a shocker for me. This is a milestone for me. This is like incredible. But there were a few videos that I did here that were, I mean, look at this. This is degen. This is degen quality, man. Pepe's roadmap. I mean, think about reading Pepe's roadmap, guys. But I had videos here way before they all bought Casper. And the price of Cas at the time must have been, I mean, there's other videos that I have. But hold on a second. What price is this? friggin' 2 cents. That's buying Casper in 2023, right? And so what used to happen, and there's a reason I'm telling you this whole story, right? There you go. Casper is at 2 cents right there in one of these videos, right? That's why I accumulated a big bag. So when it reached 20 cents, I'm not telling my community to go and buy Casper because it doesn't make sense, right? I was buying it under 1 cent. So my point is this. A lot of these YouTubers that tell you Casper to $10, it's just they're trying to squeeze their communities. I'm already up significantly on this Casper investment. So people like Jesse AI and these guys, they weren't making content about Casper at 1 cent or 2 cent or 50% of a penny. And I'm telling you, I've got ones that I've actually taken down. So besides the point, this is why crypto is so tribal, because they'll always tell you that this and that project has to be shit for this one to be successful, and it's nonsense. It's about buying few bets and sticking with it. Bro said, what do I think of Star Heroes? Star Heroes had horrendous tokenomics. I think it was launched on G Swift. That's why I'm bullish on the infrastructure of Heroes. What was the ticker again? Star. Anyway, I've looked at that game previously, and I didn't like the tokenomics. As a project, is decent. I do like the project. What are some AI micro caps you're holding? The best one I'm holding is Eagles AI. This will be one of the best AI projects. High risk, high reward. And I know it recently pumped. I actually posted this at a ridiculous price at the Discord. I'm up significantly on this one, but it's on base. When I bought it, I just bought it on Uniswap. So let's see if there's listings. No rush at all. And yeah, I'm really impressed by the growth that, the gains that I've actually whipped out of this one. And I've shared this as a buy lead in the Discord as well, guys. So you should be up, at least 10x on it. But they're on base and they have a 200,000 Google grant. So certified with a grant, base chain, AI. And again, may not be in the most bullish sector, but they are bringing something, a bot for the Forex market as well. So yeah, this one could be a decent one. I want to get one more meme coin other than Myro, at least under 300 million market cap. What do you think is a good option? Good question, bro. Look, meme coins, why don't you just get the department? You get something like this that would give you money in the shortest possible time. It's at what, 40 million? 33 million market cap? It fits your criteria. It's already sold off since we started the live. It's down 16%. I would do it that way. Bro. Thoughts on which will do best on the real estate coins? Propsy, Relio, Landshare. You could argue Parcel in there as well. Proppy. It's hard to say. Landshare's got the smallest market cap, so you could say it could move probably the most. But I think Relio still has a huge community, so don't discount Relio. But Proppy is also excellent. So if you ask me to place them in order, I would say Proppy, Relio, Landshare. Everybody still remembers Zeph Exchange and the real Casper Maxis. Man, you're a legend, bro. I swear to God, man. Is Tether still at 25x? It's hard to say. I think it's way too big for 25x, bro. But Coinbase is going to list it. You know, most people are up 20, 30x on their backs already. Could it go to 20 billion? I mean, 700 million. It's difficult. I still think 5 to 10 billion here is possible. But this one has always kind of surprised people. So, yeah, difficult to say that. It's hard to predict for these. I mean, I'll be in it for another 10x and I'm out. But yeah, it could do whatever. It could go to, you know, I'm surprised still under $1 billion, despite the fact that it's been running hard. So yeah, maybe 5 to 10 billion dollars, but who knows, bro? It's hard to give those a very accurate reading. I have a bunch of dry powder. Would you buy a large cap, then rotate into a smaller alts, or wait? Very good question, bro. I think depends on what's in your portfolio right now. Do you have any exposures to large caps? Because if you do, I would just add to those. Really, if the level is not high enough, because large caps you need obviously more dry powder in there. But otherwise, I would just go degen with it. You know, look at your AI. Look at few other You know, if they're all small, then you need some safety. You know, and it also depends on the size of the portfolio as well. If your dry powder is still relatively big, then I would go and grab a large cap for sure. You can't advise people to go all degen. You know, I have some safety nets, and so should you. You know, I have Casper, Sui, Say, and few others as well. So that's how I would do it, bro. Yeah, big and small. Let me know what you mean. So give me the coin and how much of it you hold, and I'll tell you. So guys, look, it's 3 a.m. in the morning. I think we've had a lovely session. It's been banging, and you know what? We haven't even talked about a lot. Yes, Sui man. Yeah, I have checked that one before, but listen, because it's the weekend, I gotta catch me some nap time. It's 3 a.m. over here in Dubai. But listen, you mans are legends. Yeah, thank you so much, Patu. Much appreciated, bro. Much appreciated. Listen, guys, if we don't talk about our crypto and disagree and have an open forum and catch each other making mistakes, you know, I've made mistakes in the last cycle that cost me dearly. You know, one of the mistakes I can remember very clearly was not sticking to my bags. I remember chopping and changing and losing money in fees. I remember seeing other things popping off and trying to chase them. But often whatever I either forgot about unintentionally or left alone blossomed. So when I think about position switching, what I often do is sometimes it's clear cut. You know what you want to buy. But sometimes I just make sure that I try to bring more dry powder and I get those extra things that I'm lacking in my portfolio. God bless you all. Have a wonderful Sunday. For most of you, buenos dias, buenos dias, and good night, good morning, and bonjour, whatever language you speak. Salaam alaikum. Have a lovely, lovely evening, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. You guys are amazing. And don't forget, on your way out, just tap the like button because it's free. That's the only one. You don't need to come to our Discord or buy our course or anything like that. We don't move like that. Yeah. So Arsenal lost today, guys. So I need to take a nap. But brilliant, guys. Thank you, G. Thank you, Ben Mustafa, Illy, G, George, T13, Ben. All of you guys are legends. Cave, Mary, Chevy. I mean, it's too many of you to name, man. Gonzo, love you guys. Good night. God bless. Leave the portfolio alone.